explain you about the current course of web development. I will explain you each and every aspect of this web development. That is why we choose this segment and what are the scopes we have and what are the advantages and other workflow. So I will start with the first topic. So first question is why we choose web development. So we have many aspects, like we have huge requirement in the industry. We know nowadays we have a huge industry in software development. And the web development is one of the key part of the software development. We have also the great earning opportunity in this huge industry. We have many platforms to learn the code. The code is not basically a very tough thing for all aspects. The code, we have several platforms like some like some WordPress and other kind of platform like e-commerce and many more. We can learn it anywhere, and they have the flexibility to work with this technology from the various platforms. So they have another opportunity to work in this web development from anywhere in our any native places. We also have some opportunities to work with some awesome tech companies like TCS, Accenture, and many more renowned tech companies. And not only the organization is also have the opportunity or also give the opportunity to work as a freelancer, and it will give us various creative platforms which will which will give opportunity to explore us our creativity and in the web canvas, and we will explore our creativity by the using of programming and coding. So we we can tell you that we have lots of aspects and lots of opportunities to choose the web development. So I will tell you some brief about this industry. So we have several segments in that industry, like developer. We have some internal developer. Internal developer means we have a development team in a very renowned organization, and also we have the opportunity to outsource the entire development by some different teams. It's not only the internal, it also as known as the external team. We have two types of job opportunities like full-time job and part-time job. And we also have some freelancing opportunity in that industry. We know we would be really surprising to know that with only about 5% of India's largest population having access to computer and internet, India has achieved the topmost place in the web development and the IT industry. We know that very few peoples of India are very aware about this web development and internet. So we have a huge scope for growing this huge scope to growing this industry. And throughout the web design and the development industry in India is now a greater pace. But future of this development is how well is taken care of the web industry. The web design and the development industry has got tremendous foundation in India, and it has got a shining future. Excellent results are expected from the online auction sales sites by eBay. So let's understand the need. So if we search in the very renowned job portal of India, like Naukri.com and Indeed, it will show the huge number of requirements in this web development industry. I have some stats over there. There is lots of job recruitments, like 20,000 to 30,000 job requirements are there in this very renowned job portals, and we will see in this video also. And we also have the very renowned job portals like LinkedIn and Sign. It will show the huge quantity of job requirements for this web development industry. So now we understand about the job role, what we are going to learn and what we are going to work with this web development sector. So we have to learn about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the language like PHP and other coding language which associated with this web development. So we have another sector like the testing this application, and another is the design sector. So there is a basically three part of this three pillars as in this web development like design, programming, and the database. Because we know that we need to show our data and in the web page, and we need a design to create the entire web page. We have some other job roles like graphics designer, some like monitor web traffic, and the web traffic is the most important part in this section because without traffic there is no value in this website. So web traffic is the most important section in this entire web development space. And we need to up to date about this technology because we know that technology is growing in over day by day. So there is various technologies, not only PHP, CSS, JavaScript. There are various different technologies out there, and they have their own job roles, like backend developer, front-end developer, and the front-end developer has many different frameworks like React, Angular, and the backend developer has many more frameworks like PHP, Python, Java, etc. So we are talking about the career progressions. So web development have various segment are there like software engineering and software development. If we start with this software engineering or software development, we will get the software programming, and after that the same we will have the senior software engineer, something like .NET developer, .NET programmer, and after that we will have the software engineer, programming analytics, and software analytics and information technology consultant, and as well as we will got business analyst in IT, software development manager, software. We have various job roles, and the various job roles are associated with this designation of this software engineering and software. So we are talking about this examination and the certificate. We know that name GoDaddy, which is a very huge organization nowadays, and this course is also certified by the GoDaddy. It will conduct you some assessment, which which is certified by the GoDaddy, and the certificate is also valued in the top of the authorized organization in this web industry, and will it will have you a further scope of upgradation in this level of the position if you want more upgradation in this course. Now we will discuss about this course module. So we have various modules, just like first HTML. So we need this HTML because the HTML is the main backbone of this web development. What we are see in the web page is entirely HTML, nothing else, because every component and every element is HTML. What we have seen in this web page. And another thing is CSS. It stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It will, it can style each and every component like color, like design, like pattern. We can manage each and every the designing aspects using this cascading styles. And we have another important thing, that is scripting. And the scripting, the widely used scripting language is JavaScript. We can handle the behavior of the web page and the web component using this scripting language. It is just like a magic to the web page. For the web page, we can create anything like any event and any manipulation and any alteration using this scripting language. It is a very important part of this web development and also the web page, which will show in the website. Now we have the next module is handling media. Media like video, image. We can easily manage and handle this media using this course model. And now another thing, some handling some online tools. We will provide you some online tools where you can easily learn how to create this web page, how to style this web page, and how to add this scripting in that web page. You can easily manage and manipulate all the data and all the components, and you can also test all those data in this online tool. And another thing in this module is networking and hosting concept. Because we know without internet and without host, we are unable to show the website in the internet. So networking and the hosting is very important part in this module. And we have another part is managing customer account. We can easily manage their customer account, and we will show you how to manage all the customers and dealing with all the accounts in the section. We have another part is web application and Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous XML. Okay, so asynchronous JSON XML. It will show you how to fetch this API. We are in the present day, we are very much familiar with the word API. If we want to use those APIs, we need to learn the Ajax. This is a very important part of this implementation of those third-party APIs. And another thing, which is the very important part of this web development, that is PHP. The backend, one of the most widely used backend language in our industry. We can learn various segments like various conditions, various functions, and various aspects of this PHP development and the PHP language. And another thing is the database. And we will learn the database called MySQL. It is the most widely used database language. It will store our each and every data in the separate server, and we will fetch those data by the help of language PHP and the Ajax, using the PHP and the Ajax from this database called MySQL. And we will show you some very much functionalities about the WordPress. WordPress is the most used platform for the web development. We are very much familiar about blogging, e-commerce, and other content-based websites like Portfolio. We can easily manage those websites, and we can easily create those pages, those e-commerce platform, and those blogging websites using this WordPress. And we have another topics like cloud architecture concept. And we know nowadays cloud is a very huge thing that we everyone are familiar with. So everything we have in the cloud. So we will cover the cloud architecture, how the cloud is associated with this web page, how the cloud oh, can be can be linked with this website. And the next we will cover up some project works, because we will show how to implement a project using those uh, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and the MySQL. And then we will cover the website and the marketing. And we will discussing about the sales aspect. So now we can talk about the career prospects. So we know nowadays the web industry are growing very wide, and we have various fields in this web development, and so we have the very huge amount of opportunity to choose this web this web development industry. So we in the present day, the Bachelor of Computer Science is very well widely demanded for the web development industry, and we have some sort of salary range which approximately 15 to 30K in the starting period. But it's basically depend on the candidates, which what he has in the academics, in the communication, and the technical skills. And we know the web development is one of the demanding job role, and one can grow in the company. We gain the more knowledge and more skills in this career. And we have an opportunity like freelance. This web development is not bounded in the industry like the other or web development organization. We have the opportunity to work by our own. So we can freelance by our own, and we get that project, and it has some amount of 10 to 15K, and it's basically working for 3 to 2 hours daily, and we have this amount as earning. So now I'm showing you how to create a page and how we can design a simple page in WordPress. So here is the WordPress backend panel, where we can easily create some web pages. We can add some elements like text, some content, some images, and we can also design our pages from the back. I will add some text over there. Now I can update this page, and it will reflect in the front end of our web page. Now I can show you the text which I have edited in the backend, the dummy text. Now I will add some images with this Elementor tool. So I can add some image over there. So let me choose an image. So I have added an image from the backend and update the page. It will show you in the front end. So now we can see the image what I have added in the backend will show in the front end. Now I can show you some other things. We can add some color over the text. It will automatically reflect in this front end section. We have some various editor to edit this page in different way. Something like Elementor, Gutenberg editor, and other backend editor. We can also organize this section by using this backend editor. We can make some segment over there, and it will reflect you in this front. We have many options in this WordPress backend. Like we have the opportunity to upload medias like video, images from the backend, and we can easily use from those media section. We have some sort of plugins that can be used for various purposes. And this plugin is very useful in this WordPress section. It has some sort of code. We no need to code the entire feature, entire functionalities by own. We can easily use those plugins, and those plugins will show those features which we are required. So now we are talking about the placement. We do. 2Comps is a very well-known industry who worked for 28 years in the web development. They have several job roles and designation over there, and they have some huge software clients like Accenture, Cisco, Deloitte, IBM, Intel, Oracle, Cloud Info Solution. We know those names which are partnered with 2Comps. 2Comps have several designations like web developer, PHP, Python, and MySQL developer. And they have the front-end developer. Front-end developer means they are various programming aspects like HTML, CSS, and nowadays they have advanced language like React, Angular, Vue, and many more. We have some separate designations like WordPress developer and HTML developer, and they also have their senior web developer and also have an AngularJS developer. It's another front-end development environment, and we have a web application developer who can build some various web application, and also the backend developer. The backend means they can manage the entire data and they can process the entire data from the MySQL database, and it will show on the front end by the using of front end component. So we are now talking about the key features of this course. You can have the instructorial training. You have an instructor who can instruct you step by step about these courses. You will have an opportunity for practicing by using a live project, which will help you to understand the practical problems and practical solution about this web development. You can easily understand the real life example and the real life problems which associated with this web development. And we have unlimited e-learning portal which provided by the GoDaddy. We can easily learn by ourselves with various e-learning elements are there in this portal. It will be a video or e-learning element, or it will be in some documented PDF format, and many more. And we will also provide you the certified web development voucher by the GoDaddy, and they will also provide you the interview preparation, how to prepare for the interview to get the job in this web development industry. And they also have the lifetime placement tests. It means they will assist you about the placement until you got placed.